This winter, John and I embarked on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure across Europe. 3 weeks, 8 countries, and countless new memories. And our journey began in Norway, where we visited John's family and friends and pre-celebrated Christmas together. Every Christmas, John and I try to go to Norway to spend time with his family. But as Australia is so far away, we also try to make the most of such a long journey by including other travel destinations as well. And so for this time around, we were to experience Central Europe in the winter, my very first time to do so. And our first stop on the tour was Switzerland, known for its breathtaking landscapes, charming Christmas markets, and world-famous chocolate and cheese. And so, in today's video, we're excited to take you along for the ride, exploring hidden gems and unique experiences, and showing you the best of Switzerland at Christmas time. Let's get started! Toblerone, print your photo on a special gift. Before we go to Mount Matterhorn, we're going to print our own Mount Toblerone.
Ooh,
Yay!
Yeah,
ready
beautiful.
Tomorrow? Leaving Oslo, leaving home to Switzerland.
As we arrived Geneva at night, we headed out immediately to experience the charming Geneva Christmas market. The whole place felt like a festive village with cozy wooden chalets selling everything from handcrafted ornaments to Swiss raclette. We sipped on warm mulled wine, indulged in sweet Swiss treats, and soaked in the holiday spirit with live music in the background. It was the best way to kick off our winter adventure.
And the mulled wine was alright, but as huge cheese lovers, we were particularly excited about the cheese. And at the market, they had raclette cheese that they stuffed inside a baguette. It was so delicious, and we were already in love with Switzerland. Hot chocolate is the best for Christmas.
And as we strolled around, Polly suddenly decided to join a choir to sing some Christmas carols. I guess she hadn't learned from our Coldplay experience that her singing voice is not the greatest. But with that, we ended a very brief first day, and we were super excited about the next, which was going to take us to the beautiful Zermatt and the famous Matterhorn mountain.
And our day started early in the morning as we hopped on a tour bus that took us through the winter wonderland from Geneva to Zermatt. And the further we went, the more magical the scenery became. Snow-covered trees, little villages blanketed in white, and towering peaks in the distance. It felt like stepping into a Christmas postcard.
Getting to Zermatt is actually not the easiest because it's an area that is completely car-free. Only small electric taxis and horse-drawn carriages are allowed, so we first had to change to an electric taxi and also do the last part by feet. And if you didn't know, Zermatt is famous for its skiing and breathtaking mountain views. And if you're lucky, you can catch a glimpse of the Matterhorn, Switzerland's most iconic peak, the one that looks just like the Toblerone chocolate logo. And we had a brief moment where we could see its sharp silhouette, but on the day it was mostly covered in clouds, making it look even more mysterious and unique.
But we then took the cable car up to the highest viewpoint publicly available in Zermatt, hoping for a panoramic view of the Alps.
What's written over there? So, will you?
Oh my god, don't do that! It's too cold.
Will you?
Stop it. At the top though, we first marveled at unique ice ruptures in an ice cave, which reminded us of our Nordic trip in Alta 2 years ago where we stayed in an ice hotel. And in the cold ice cave, we even found a slide made of ice that we made some fun with. There's my boy! Hi hi!
After the ice cave, it was time to check out the views at the panorama platform, which is the highest viewing platform in the Alps and has the unique 360-degree panoramic view of 38 peaks above 4,000 meters.
One of my bucket lists is to find chocolate. Today, I'm achieving it.
But when we got there, Matterhorn and the entire area was wrapped in a thick fog, and we simply couldn't see the signature tip of the mountain. So you just gotta trust us that we were there.
Cannot be fun. We arrived Switzerland Matterhorn, so one of the highest glacier palace, and we are at a panorama platform, so you can see almost 38 peaks. But today, we see the cloud. Oh wow! Oh. Where are you? Where are you? All right.
But being prepared, we brought our own peak.
Overall, I'd never been such a mountainous area before, and the Alps were really stunning. I could really take this off my bucket list. We don't leak a lock, because our heart is already locked. But with the cold biting at us, we decided to take the cable car back down, where we found a cozy restaurant in Zermatt's old town. And as cheese lovers, we guess there's no surprise what we were ordering. We were gonna have our first cheese fondue in Switzerland. Classic! It was so delicious. The rich, melted cheese paired with freshly baked bread was simply perfection. After a day in the cold, there was nothing more comforting than this warm and flavorful Swiss classic. Then we wandered through charming streets lined with traditional wooden chalets. Everything here felt so peaceful, like a hidden alpine village untouched by time.
And just like that, our time in Zermatt came to an end. Even with the foggy views, the experience was absolutely unforgettable. A true winter escape in the heart of the Swiss Alps.
First interrail train. Let's go Zurich.
And after an unforgettable day in the Alps, we next took a night train to Zurich, saving time while experiencing one of Europe's most unique ways to travel, Interrail.
And this meant that we arrived Zurich early, ready for another day of adventures. Our first stop, checking into our hotel to freshen up a bit before heading straight to chocolate heaven, Lindt Home of Chocolate, where we were not only gonna savoring chocolate, but also make our own. Welcome to the Lindt Home of Chocolate. So this is one of my bucket lists to come to the Lindt Chocolate Museum, Chocolate. So what we're doing here today is doing a very special workshop, only for Christmas. We're making a Christmas Lindt bear chocolates.
I'm stealing all the chocolate.
You're stealing some chocolate!
Nobody's gonna get it.
There's so many kids and you're stealing chocolate.
Yes. But before diving into the chocolate making fun, we suited up ready with chef coats, hats and aprons, making us feel like real chocolatiers. They also explained some strict hygiene requirements we needed to follow. But having a nurse as a partner, this was nothing new or particularly unusual for me. But yes, it seems that, as with Polly, when it comes to Lindt chocolate, cleanliness is key.
And once everyone was suited up and clean, we were brought to an amazingly beautiful and professional room. I felt like I was in a MasterChef show.
Or I felt like I was in a Willy Wonka movie.
And there we were grouped up, and the first step was choosing our chocolate base, dark or milk chocolate. And this is the best thing about having a partner, that you can pick both options, just like you get to try 2 dishes as a restaurant visit.
So, we are going to be using today 2 kinds of chocolate. On this side, you can see our
Milk?
very famous Swiss milk chocolate.
Yay!
Actually, one of the reasons why it's so famous, Switzerland was the first country to mix milk into chocolate. And here we have our dark chocolate, which is not so bitter like 60 or 70, so it's only 50% cacao. Well, actually, it's 49 plus 1% milk powder that also contributes to a much milder flavor.
As we got hands-on, the instructors guided us step by step through the process of crafting it. And as is often the case when we're doing these kind of workshops though, we certainly needed some help and input.
Which chocolate recipe I will come to make the cones for you with the opposite chocolate. First I'll make them here now. Okay?
That looks so easy.
But of course, we were also gonna debate which one was better, and who would ultimately make the best and most beautiful Christmas chocolate bear.
Have you decided who would make the best bear yet?
No.
Yes. Looks like something.
It's so And while we're waiting for our berries to dry, we also got to create some fine, elegant chocolate, decorating them to perfection, or in John's case, mediocrity.
That's John's Chili's masterpiece.
Well, fair enough. But overall, we had an amazing time creating our own Christmas chocolate beers, decorating them with love and fun, and maybe too much chocolate, if that is even a thing.
Thank you so much, guys. See ya. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Our chocolate pieces wouldn't have turned out nearly as good though without the excellent help from our instructors who we learned so much from. And he was very patient with all our jokes and goofiness, and we just had so much fun playing around with our chocolate beers, laughing at our decorating skills and seeing everyone's unique creations.
Afterward, to maybe burn some calories, we took a walk around the Lindt Chocolate Museum, which was massive and filled with so much history about Swiss chocolate. But thereafter, we craved on more food and headed for a delicious lunch before getting lost in their amazing souvenir shop. And after the amazing experience at Lindt, we then spent the afternoon wandering through Zurich's old town, soaking in the festive Christmas vibes, stopping by charming little shops and admiring the fairy tale-like streets. The Christmas spirit here was truly magical.
And as night fell, we made our way to Zurich main station, home to one of the biggest indoor Christmas markets in Europe, which had Polly super excited about all the food options that would be available. But while Polly is a foodie, mulled wine isn't exactly her favorite.
That's true. But the overall vibe and energy in this place and this city is absolutely one of my favorites. The tangling night, the scent of cheese and other foods, the festive energy, it all made it an unforgettable experience. Especially so as we ventured to the nearby Illuminarium, which was a dazzling winter wonderland. And the highlight here was definitely the Odyssey light show, where stunning visuals and music transformed a large space into a mesmerizing light show. How Christmas related it actually was is another question, but it really was a cool experience. And that wrapped up our third day in Switzerland, packed with festive fun, delicious treats, and unforgettable moments.
And then, for our fourth and final day in Switzerland, we continued to explore Zurich's old town, which has so much charm. We wandered through the historic streets of Niederdorf, discovered quirky stores, vibrant street art, and more. Amazing! Thank you. Thank you. You're a man of many talents. And again, of course, we stopped by a cozy Swiss restaurant for more cheese. We went to Swiss Chuchi for their famous cheese fondue. And here they had so many varieties of cheese fondue.
Hi, we're ready for our fondue. This time is truffle, and the second one is with pepper
And mustard.
and mustard.
Nom nom nom. Then, in the afternoon, we explored Weihnachtsstorf, another festive Christmas market right in the heart of Zurich that felt like a little Christmas village.
And we are here!
Woo! Go, go, go!
I can't pronounce it, so I didn't say it.
Yeah. And as expected, we spent time browsing handmade crafts, tasting Swiss holiday treats, and enjoying the cozy winter vibes. I hope we get snow soon. That's when I get a really Christmas and winter feeling.
Yeah.
And while we hadn't gotten any real snow on the trip yet, suddenly it came close. We got hail. And while there also were no reindeers in the area, suddenly we were face to face with a creature of similar size. We suddenly came across a huge Saint Bernard, and this was Polly's first time seeing this breed in real life, and she was amazed by how massive yet incredibly gentle it was.
Is it a girl or boy? A
boy.
Romeo!
Romeo!
Hi, hi!
is so beautiful. But Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Romeo. As the lights settled in, we made our way to something truly special, the singing Christmas tree. Unlike any choir performance we've seen before, singers stood on a tiered stage shaped like a giant Christmas tree, filling the air with beautiful holiday melodies. It was an interesting way to wrap up our final night in Switzerland. And just like that, our magical 4 days in Switzerland came to an end. From the breathtaking mountains of Zermatt to the indulgent Swiss chocolate and cheese, the tingling Christmas markets, and the charm of Zurich's old town, every moment felt straight out of a winter fairy tale. Switzerland welcomed us with festive warmth, and we couldn't have asked for a better start to our European adventure. Except maybe some snow? But anyways, the journey doesn't stop here, it just keeps getting better. And in the next video, we're heading to Innsbruck in Austria for more winter wonders. Stay tuned for that. Bye!